you box good, you can do this, you got this over him, you're gonna have to tighten up this, you're gonna have to do this. You know, it's a conversation. It's not just, oh man, you will whoop his ass, you will do this to him. It's never like
yes man type stuff.
When you have, with a person that has a big IQ like that, if you do enough weights, you know, and you stay working for a long time.
Terence Crawford shared details of his first conversation with Floyd Mayweather after starting training for the Canelo fight. Mayweather offered more than praise. He gave strategic advice. While complimenting Crawford's skills, he warned him to stay sharp against Canelo's experience. The exchange was respectful, serious, and focused entirely on preparation.
That's a big boy. He's strong. You know, you box good, you can do this, you got this over him, you're gonna have to tighten up this, you're gonna have to do this. You know, it's a conversation. It's not just, oh man, you will whoop his ass, you will do this to him. It's never like
yes man type stuff.
I mean? It's like, hey, listen, you know, that's a dangerous fight, you know, but
that's the fight.
If it happened, you know, you can win, but you're gonna have to be on your A game.
Floyd Mayweather recently joined Terence Crawford's training camp, actively participating in sessions to help fine-tune his skills. Mayweather appeared genuinely impressed by Crawford's discipline, technical precision, and relentless work ethic. He even went so far as to call Crawford the best fighter in the world right now, highlighting his sharpness and focus. Their time training together wasn't just for show. It was a clear sign of Mayweather's belief in Crawford's ability to defeat a dangerous opponent like Canelo Alvarez. The mutual respect between them was evident, and the serious, high-intensity sessions reflected the gravity of the challenge ahead.
Right now, in your opinion, who's the best fighter in the world?
We can't put Tank up there in the top 10 in power for power. He has to be somewhere in power for power. And Canelo does something that is amazing. When Canelo was able to go to light heavyweight and become light heavyweight champion, something that I didn't even see him going up that heavy, and he did that. So, but as of right now, I have to put Terence Crawford as number one.
Terence Crawford has long admired Floyd Mayweather, not only for his in-ring brilliance but also for how he managed his career and built a lasting legacy. Over time, that admiration evolved into a genuine connection. Crawford has received valuable tips and advice from Mayweather, which he doesn't take lightly. He listens carefully and applies the guidance with intention. Their relationship goes beyond mentorship. It's rooted in shared ambition, respect, and a mutual understanding of the discipline and mindset required to achieve true greatness in the sport of boxing.
How you is, you be sizing niggas up, bro. Keep it a stack. Did you in your head size up Floyd? Like, you know what I'm saying? If we was ever keep it real, boss, keep it real.
I'm never that type of guy. I think that's some grimy shit. Always been happy for him, been a fan of his, and I never imagined us fighting.
Yeah.
I never looked at him like, man, I know I'll be this.
Well, you capping, bro. I never thought like fantasy fight me versus Floyd, nah.
Never. I never just was with a person and looked at him like, man, I'll be this. Never. That's some hate type shit to me.
Like plotting.
Yeah, like, yeah, I ain't never been that type of person ever.
In every recent training clip, Terence Crawford appears fully locked in and intensely focused. He's approaching this matchup with absolute seriousness, pushing his conditioning, technique, and footwork to new heights. Every aspect of his camp is tailored to prepare for the challenge of facing a bigger, stronger opponent. His sparring, drilling, and overall preparation reflect a fighter who understands exactly what's at stake. Crawford is fine-tuning every detail to ensure he's ready for anything Canelo brings to the ring. Floyd Mayweather stirred controversy by bringing up Canelo Alvarez's past issues with performance-enhancing substances. He questioned the media's lack of criticism and suggested certain fighters receive more leniency than others. The comment sparked mixed reactions. Some fans agreed about a double standard, while others felt it was unnecessary drama. Regardless, Mayweather's remarks reignited long-standing debates about accountability and fairness in professional boxing.
What we don't talk about is, how Canelo. Steroids. They don't talk about that. So we don't know. We don't know all the fighters he beat. He could have been not clean in a lot of fights.
Mayweather didn't just praise Crawford. He offered a detailed breakdown of what it takes to beat Canelo. Drawing from his own experience, Floyd stressed that strategy and timing matter more than aggression. He urged Crawford to stay sharp and fight smart, not emotional. While acknowledging the difficulty of the task, Mayweather made it clear he believes Crawford has the skills, mindset, and discipline needed to pull off a win against Canelo.
Terence Crawford jumping up from 154 to 168 and beating this quote-unquote version of Canelo Alvarez would diminish the accomplishment that Floyd Mayweather accomplished beating his version of Canelo Alvarez. Is it two different versions of Canelo Alvarez? And obviously, Canelo Alvarez is 62 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws, 39 big wins by way of knockout. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. He is obviously bigger. When Floyd fought him, it was at 152 catch weight, but it had no rehydration clause. So you might as well just say it was at 154. Now, two things they have in common is that Floyd Mayweather was 36, 37 years of age. Terence Crawford is 36, 37 years of age, going on 38. So he'll be 38 when he fights Canelo Alvarez. Floyd had already had 2 fights at 154. He had the fight with Miguel Cotto, and he had the fight with Oscar De La Hoya.
Instead of avoiding criticism, Crawford faces it head-on. He acknowledges concerns about moving up in weight and facing Canelo's physical strength, but views these challenges as opportunities, not fears. His confidence stems from thorough preparation, not arrogance. Crawford is entering this fight determined to prove a point, not just to compete, but to dominate and silence all doubts once and for all, showing that he belongs at the high
fight because of the challenge. I love the challenges, and I love the people that I hear them now. You're too little. Canelo gonna break you. He's gonna stop you. You come from 147, that weight too big. This and that. I can hear it now, and that just excites me to go in there and just be like, okay, let me prove him wrong once again.
That fight would be gigantic. If Canelo gets through Jamel, and then you guys fight, that fight would be gigantic.
And it's crazy because, like, in the past interviews, I was like, man, Canelo too big, man. It's weight classes for a reason. I was like, no.
David Benvide strongly supports Crawford's chances, believing many underestimate his abilities. According to Benvides, Crawford's skill, sharp focus, and mental toughness give him a genuine shot at pulling off an upset against a tough opponent.
Magazine, which is owned by Turkey, reported that Canelo and Crawford have agreed to the September date and that it's essentially on. What is your I know this has been rumored and talked about, but now it seems like a done deal. What's your reaction to this?
It's a good fight. It's a good fight for both of them. Good fight for. I think it's more important for Crawford than anybody. But I think if anybody could beat Canelo, I think Crawford could.
Yeah, I know you said he could be the guy. What kind of a chance do you ultimately give him?
I think you give him a 7 out of a 10.
Oh wow, that high! I thought you were going to say 25.
Crawford is good. Crawford is good, and I think he's been known that he's going to fight Canelo for a long time. And Crawford, he likes to pick up the weight. So I'm sure he's been working on the weights for a long time. So Crawford, when he has with a person that has a big IQ like that, if you do enough weights, and you stay working for a long time, you have a puncher's chance.
Shakur Stevenson believes Crawford is the superior fighter and openly respects his skills. He rejects the idea that Crawford is too small, emphasizing Crawford's strength and physical capability. Jeff Mayweather also acknowledges Crawford's talent and considers him a more complete fighter, but warns against underestimating Canelo. reminding everyone that the fight remains a serious challenge for Crawford.
What do you say about that?
I think skills pay the bills. And I feel like, truthfully, he's not as little as people think. Like, people think he's like very small.
He cut weight to get the 147.
Yes, he's not as small as like people think. It's just he look like it. So like if you see him in
person
and he get on a scale or something, you wouldn't believe that's his weight.
I told somebody the other day he might get on the scale weighing like 166, 167 fighting Canelo, and people wouldn't believe how ripped up and cut up he'll still look. He won't look like he's overweight. Terence Crawford, he gonna look like a solid Terence Crawford.
I think he beat Canelo. I've been saying I remember when he fought when they fought. Go watch an interview after the fight. I literally said I think Terence Crawford will beat Canelo.
Okay, I wouldn't say
that. Long time ago. Okay.
I did tell him after the Smith fight, I said, man, go get Canelo, you're the greatest. Yeah, that's Eric.
For sure.
Yeah, there's no question.
No question, yes.
Actually, back to the you and Terence working together, because you've shared everything you've learned from him. There was fans doing their homework in the Abanesian fight and in the Spence fight saying, actually, it looks like Terence may have taken a couple things from Shakur as well, not just Shakur taking things from Terence.
No, that's for sure.
Teddy Atlas believes Crawford is too smart and skilled for Canelo. He highlights Crawford's exceptional ability to adapt mid-fight and read opponents, which, in Atlas's view, truly sets him apart in the ring.